Hi everyone, this is Paul. Welcome to Lymph Nodes Case 1. This case is a final aspiration of an enlarged lymph node in the supraclavicular region of a 52-year-old female, so just above the clavicle. This is the air-dried Giemsa stain slide, and I'm pointing at all the red blood cells at the moment, so they don't have a nucleus. This material is just serum in the background with the blood. And there are a few nuclei over here, and so it's nucleated cells that we're interested in. If we look around the slide a bit more, you can see that actually there's quite a lot of those, and they're cells that are arranged mostly in cohesive groups, little balls of cells if you like. You can see there's quite a lot of them. They have a bit of three-dimensionality to them. And the cells present in those have a fair amount of cytoplasm, so you can see there's some quite large groupings of cells all around the place. Just looking at them under high power, you can see they have a moderate amount of cytoplasm, mostly round to oval, fairly uniform sized nuclei. You can see the groups are quite cohesive, so the cells really are growing together, and sometimes in some of them you'll be able to see around the edge, like a community border to the groups, where the cells sort of all grow to like a flat edge. See the long shape to these cells. This is vacuolation in the cytoplasm. They are clear areas, and then there's small punctate vacuoles as well that I'm pointing at. So there's small uniform multiple vacuoles in the cytoplasm, and that shape just is reflecting the columnar nature of the epithelium that these tumours have arisen from. And so they've got columnar shapes, and sometimes you even see these acinar glandular arrangements. Looking at these cells, you can see there's more of that cytoplasmic vacuolation, and this group here is interesting. So the nuclei are all arranged on the outside with the long ends pointing to the middle. This is almost an acinar type arrangement also. And this area here is showing nice glandular arrangements. So you can see in that group there, this is almost a rosette of cells with the nuclei arranged like flower petals, if you like, the cells all to a central point, which would be the lumen of the gland. You can see there's a little bit of variation in nuclear size as well that you can't maybe appreciate on low power. And in this case again, we've got nuclei sort of radiating out from the group. Just a bit of a denser group, and it again has quite a bit of vacuolation in the cytoplasm, and you can see if you compare one nucleus to its neighbours, there's actually a bit of variation in size and shape. So we'll just look at the alcohol fix prep. So in this case, with the PAT stain, the red blood cells are red, and that serum material is sort of a bluey green. So once again, we're interested in nucleated cells. We'll have a bit of a look around to find some of them, and again it's arranged very much like the Giemsa. Notice how much smaller the cells are because they're fixed, but the cells are very much in little acini groups, so cohesive epithelial type arrangements of cells. So we shouldn't see epithelial cells at all in a lymph node. So this is strong evidence that we're dealing with a metastatic carcinoma. There's a little strip of cells, notice the nuclei again all around the outside, and looking on high power you can see that vacuolation, and this is, just pointing at columnar cells here. These vacuoles here that you can see are clear with quite a hard edge to them, and a little dot of material inside some of them if you focus up and down. This one's got some, and that's what we call a targetoid vacuole. It's seen in well differentiated adenocarcinomas, so they're producing mucin, and this group here you can see have nice targetoid vacuoles. And you can also see that these cells have quite fine chromatin patterns, and again that's a characteristic of adenocarcinoma as compared with, say, squamous cell cancer that has very coarse chromatin. You can also see down the bottom here again that nice columnar shape to the cells, so I'm pretty happy that this is a metastatic glandular cancer, and they're the most common type of metastasis to nodes. So the features that we can see in this case are that there are groups of cells arranged in particularly acini arrangements and balls. The cells themselves have a columnar shape to them with a nucleus eccentric that is polarized at one end. They have cytoplasmic vacuoles, targetoid ones and small punctate ones. The nuclei themselves are showing a little bit of variation, size and shape, not a whole lot. They're mostly round, oval, and they have quite a fine chromatin. Nucleoli weren't a really big feature of these, but that's a common feature seen in adenocarcinoma, a prominent single central red nucleolus. But apart from that, it's pretty much diagnostic for metastatic adenocarcinoma.